Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fausto, also known as FK Mom.
And this is Anton Fausto the Son. Today is a new month. Today is August 6th, so we wanna greet Papa a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my favorite person in the world, Marvin Fausto.
Happy 58th, diba? 58th birthday. I was having a talk with Sina Dikong and Kuya Mart Capo na, grabe na 58, it's already
old.
Like you can, when I look at my age kasi, I think of it as pataas, like 22 going up to 23. When I look at your age and Papa's age, it's how many more years to 60. It's more of a subtracting game more than an adding to the age game.
Akala ko you're gonna say till we exit.
Yeah, hindi naman din. To 60 lang.
Till 60.
Get,
so he's very close to that.
Till we get additional discounts. Happy birthday, and
birthday,
sakto nga na we're greeting someone special happy birthday because today we're gonna be talking about the importance of celebrating milestones. So It's not necessarily just birthdays or coming of age or a certain, it's been a year since ganyan. It's celebrating milestones. Why do we celebrate things in general?
Yes, sige.
Okay, so let's start with the first way of looking at it. The practical and functional way of looking. When you have a milestone in general, why do you think it's important as a human tradition or human experience to celebrate, to make a big fuss about something?
To me kasi, I think that being human, we need to make things as tangible as possible, especially for things that are parang very conceptual. Love is a concept. Success is a concept.
Yeah.
So, it's probably helping us make ourselves understand ano ba ibig sabihin talaga nun, no?
So you wanna, kasi if we example like a birthday, as using it as an example, Papa's birthday, like today is just another day, like nothing else happened. It's just that, for example, Papa's birthday, we put that measurement, like humans put that measurement on today 58. So I think it's one way to make it more real and understandable. And why do we have to celebrate that once we make it tangible, once it's something more concrete to us?
Yeah, kasi alam mo, things happen gradually, and I'm glad that you said that today is just another day for Papa's, in Papa's life.
He's another day older.
He didn't get significantly older today, no?
Yeah.
Pero kasi things happen in very small increments nga eh. And if we just rely on ourselves, hindi natin mararamdaman yun. So that's why we mark milestones so that, ito na naman pala, naka-isang taon na naman pala.
Okay, so it's like in a video game, when you level up, kasi example in Dota, if you level up, the difference is in Dota, if you level up, you get additional stat points, as in just because you leveled up. Pero here, we put that label of you leveled up, you become a new age, but doesn't necessarily mean there's
doon lang nangyari.
It's like a slow process.
It's just helping our mind, our bounded rationality, remember it, understand it, feel it. Kasi we have to feel things in order to make a mark in ourselves.
Yeah, we're emotional. We're emotional creatures.
Yes. So there are various factors talaga which discusses the importance of celebrating milestones. It heightens our awareness kasi human beings, we need to grow. Tayo siguro yung creature na may pangangailangan to continuously grow, evolve,
Not just physically, grow in
everything.
More ways than one.
So when we mark milestones, we are made very aware of this. We are made to pause, reflect, and somehow assess, are we moving forward or are we moving backward?
Okay.
So
in that never-ending journey or desire to get better and improve and become better versions of ourselves.
So that's awareness. Another one is celebration kasi. When you mark your milestone, diba, you celebrate.
This is how I first understood it as in growing up.
Kasi,
you celebrate because it's fun.
Yes, and you need all those fun. Kailangan mo na namang kilitiin yung limbic system mo para maalala mo. So you have to have fun, enjoyment, so that all these things that happen in your life would be, parang bang it's easier for you now to encounter yung mga challenges mo, no? Let's say you have that big dream. So, pagka nagse-celebrate ka ng mga milestone mo, you enjoy it as well.
Okay.
Nararamdaman mo yung positive aspect of that.
Yes.
And then, of course, the third one, you'll have a sense of fulfillment.
Okay. That kind of goes with it na rin. It's a part of the celebration.
It's part of
yung like what you're saying kanina na we have big goals. We can have big goals, but then parang medyo hassle naman if you have to wait to achieve that big goal before you celebrate it. Like, you celebrate the steps you take towards getting that goal.
Yeah, very concrete example is if you want to, let's say, graduate from college, no?
Yeah.
Ala namang hintayin nyo pa, no? From preschool hanggang...
yung graduation.
So ngayon, ang dami na. May preschool graduation, grade school graduation,
middle school
high
graduation. Or even each quarter or each semester that finishes. That's ano na rin, like it calls for celebration na rin, in one way or another.
Yes, and this one, which is I think very important when it comes to why do we mark our milestones, is the Thanksgiving factor. And I got this from Lola Pepay. Kasi alam mo si Lola Pepay, di ba? Very frugal Ilocana yan.
Okay.
But she really loves to celebrate.
Would she have parties?
Oh, simple lang. Simple parties.
But there is a celebration.
Yeah, and I take from her, and she just loved renewing her vows, di ba?
How many times a day?
So there's the first wedding, silver.
Wait, sorry.
ruby,
Can you give me the number?
The
of
numbers.
the years?
Okay.
So zero.
Zero,
for wedding.
the first. That's
where they didn't have pictures.
Oo, in Lawag. And then the second, they had their silver wedding, which
That
is the 25th.
25th ka agad?
Oo.
Di sila nag 5, 10, 15?
Hindi ako.
Okay. Mas ano ka ma? Mas
Sinobrahan
quote-unquote improved version of celebrating. Okay.
And then the next one is
25th,
their
and then
40th, which is the
40th.
ruby.
Wow, 15 years after.
Ruby.
Okay, matipid talaga.
But then, nag-celebrate. Others, they don't want na eh. They don't want the fuss, they don't want the expenses.
40th, that's the third one.
And then they had their golden, which is the 50th.
Is it the bold? How do you say it?
Boda de Oro. That's how we call
the
it.
50th.
50th.
Okay.
And then, they were very fortunate to celebrate their diamond, which is the 60th.
60th, so 5.
Oo.
Wow. Oh, so they had 5 how do you say this? Weddings.
Weddings.
Renewal, celebrations. And you and Papa naman are about to have, so sakto nga na it's Papa's birthday today. Next week, it's going to be your 30th anniversary, so congratulations.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be a bride again. Arte lang.
Okay. So today pa lang, although you are much younger, daig mo na sina...
Hindi, mapapantayan ko pa lang.
Mapapantayan. But then,
mapapantayan ko pa
with half the time. Kasi sila,
with
60 years,
That's
naka 5
correct.
celebrations. Kayo, 30 years, 5 also. Hindi
And you know,
papatago.
siguro the reason why I did that, kasi yung unang pinauso ko, hindi ko lang pinauso, siguro din naman ako yung first. Pero first that I know, personally, who celebrated their 10th wedding anniversary.
It's not uso?
It's a... Pero after that, parang umuso na rin.
Wow,
but at least I didn't know anyone personally
Influencer.
Who did that. I think because at the time, I really felt it was a big accomplishment already. And I wanted to mark it. And I wanted...
And 10's a nice number.
Yeah, 10th wedding. Cute ka pa na, remember what
happened? With a tiny... Oh, yeah.
The pillow.
So we had to... Ano tawag dun?
Oo, so parang ring bearer and RA bearer. So when Enrique... dropped his pillow.
When he was walking,
during the march na. When he dropped his pillow, you were just follow the leader. You also dropped your pillow.
How old was I?
That was 1989.
No,
you
1999.
1999. You were not yet even 3,
I was like 2.
2.5.
Yung follow whatever the kuya does. So when I remember this video. When he fell on one spot, I went to the same spot.
He dropped the pillow, di ba?
Did he fall also? Or did he just drop the pillow?
He just dropped his pillow.
I dropped it also on the same spot.
And then, para bang on the same spot, you had to drop your pillow.
Yeah, wow. Grabe, that was 20 years. 20 years ago. Oh man,
nawala tayo. So I was saying, so Lola would say na the reason why she did that, she passed away in 2017, was that it was her form of thanksgiving to God and also to her family and friends.
Yeah.
So
that's a very Lola thing to say. Every time she gives a speech, like a birthday speech or or when she writes the letters to us for Christmas, always about thanking God.
Thanksgiving.
Thank God for my family. Thank God for everything.
Yeah.
Ganun.
So.
And if you look at them more, so that's how we look at it. That's how I was raised. That's how you were raised to look at celebration. But if you look at the historic,
The historical,
very famous celebration, which is the bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
So it's the Jewish.
And for the girl, it's bat mitzvah.
Yeah, bat mitzvah. But how come bar mitzvah's more
popular? No?
I don't like when I don't think I have any Jewish friends or like my only contact with any Jewish people, anyone would be when I watch movies and TV shows and they mention a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, it's more famous
for a guy.
I don't know why. Anyway.
Anyway, so for the bar mitzvah, it's when a boy turns 13 and that is his coming of age, and they celebrate it because that's when supposedly that's when a person becomes accountable for his actions. So 13 years old. Oh, buti lang di ginawa sa amin. Mga Katoliko. So for a guy 13 years old, for a girl 12 years old. So yung
difference in maturity.
There are scientific, biological and practical reasons as to why these celebrations were created. For a guy 13 years old, for a girl 12 kasi girls are really biologically develop quicker than guys. That's why there's a difference in age. Anyway, so with the bar mitzvah, he turns 13 years old, so he's already accountable for his actions, and the parents aren't anymore liable.
Yeah, so if he commits a crime, that's already his accountability, not his father's anymore.
Yeah, and I read on my Wikipedia search na a father celebrates because he's no longer going to be punished by God.
Diba?
Para sa mga katarantaduhan na anak niya.
Oy, alam mo, dagdag ko lang to kasi nakakaliw no. We now wonder, what? 12? Bat mitzvah is at 12 and bar mitzvah is at 13. Kasi before, long time ago, they were just following the biological changes, the biological development of a human being.
Which makes sense.
Pwede nang mag-asawa. Kasi that's the time.
That's when a girl starts menstruating.
Starts having her period.
So they can have so biologically, you can
they're ready to have a family.
Buti na lang times have changed.
And you know how much we delay it now, ano? Diba? During my time, it was at 20s. Now it's 30s.
Yeah.
But
if you get married before 30s now, parang medyo medyo maaga.
Uy, kakasal ka na. Ganun, ano? Parang ngayon, nag-uumpisa ka.
Or I think it's more of like a sakto. Like 28, 29, it's okay. That's the start pa lang of the marrying age. Like you guys got married 24.
I was 24, turning 25.
That's so unheard of.
Well, it wasn't during my time. Although,
yeah, so I meant now. Yeah, now.
So now, ano? Pero during my time kasi, pagka 27, ganyan ka na, tapos di ka pa kinakasal, maging old maid.
Wow, 27.
Ganun na kaagad. Yes.
Wow.
So now,
do you think it's a good thing now? Or do you think that it's just sakto with the changing of time?
It's very hard for me to give an opinion because I come from another generation. But what I can say is the scientific side of it.
Will you give longer now?
No.
I know.
Yung kasing biologically, I read before that it's really best to give birth at the age of 25.
What?
Yeah. And I was so lucky that was my first baby. I was 25 and I gave birth. And now, kasi syempre, the lifestyle evolves so much quicker than yung evolution ng katawan natin. Di naman tayo nag-evolve na gano'ng kabilis eh. So, right now, magiging lola-ness na yung eggs mo. So, a lot of
So, when I was born, you weren't in your birthing prime na pala?
No, it is still.
31? Were you 31?
Yeah, I was. Pero okay pa yun. Ngayon nga, yan yung mga first child nila, di ba? At that age.
Okay.
Especially if you've already tested your factory inside.
Okay.
Kasi you're my third already.
So sanay na yung womb mo.
So now, what I'm a bit concerned of lang is that I hope that the medical development has caught up with it kasi masyado nang dinidelay. But if you notice,
I get it.
ngayon, ang dami na ring nahihirapan ng first pregnancy because it's quite late na in their life eh.
I think it can also be like, just looking at it from a zoomed out perspective, it can be like the world's way of, because the world's very populated.
Right,
the world's very populated.
Right.
So if it's harder to give birth, there's gonna be less.
Pero alam mo ang nangyayari ngayon because of all this in the artificial insemination, etc., etc., yung aided pregnancy, nagkakaroon ng mas maraming mga twins, triplets,
Oh, so
because of the process.
Yeah. Well, my personal take on it is I wanna have a kid, sana, before 30. But then just so I can play basketball with them when they get older.
Yeah, that one also is another factor.
Kasi now, I would say that I'm in my quote-unquote prime of my youth, like when I play basketball. But if when I beat Papa, it's not counted anymore because he's 58. Gets so, sayang naman. Okay, going back to our...
So to the bar mitzvah.
Yes, to the bar mitzvah. There are really... It's not just... Like when you look at the history and like the way different cultures do it, it's not really just the way we were raised na it's important to celebrate. It's ano rin pala. Like it's historically practiced, and there are legitimate reasons as to why.
And since we live in a society, we ought to know, di ba? We ought to know where that particular person is now in his life, di ba? Ito, pwede na pala siya. Oh, I can hire this person. Siguro, ganyan. Oh, pala, tapos na lahat mag-aral yung mga anak niya.
And now, if you look at it, as in, it's a nice way to look back at the years we've had na parang, like, until now, one of my favorite birthday parties ever was when I was second year. That was my 17th? Joke lang. 19th. My 19th birthday party. It was the Filipino, It was the Filipino theme. It was called KK Kaarawan, as in KKK Kaarawan, because it was a Filipino theme.
And that was the time usong-uso yung General Luna.
Yeah, that's the General Luna.
Antonio ka rin, di ba?
Yeah, so I wore a parang military outfit, and then people were coming in lechon, people were coming in different, very creative types.
Yes.
And then I look at that as a nice, when I look at pictures of the party, when I remember those memories, I think of the good times and relationships and friendships I had in college. Because of that celebration, parang I got to have one focal point on when...
Exactly. Diba? And you wouldn't have had that memory kung walang ganong fun marking of milestone.
Yeah.
So, in the same way, I think kaya kami nagiging serial bride and groom ni Papa. Our marriage is something kasi that we are very thankful of.
Yeah.
And I think this serial celebration has helped us a lot.
With your relationship.
Nag-10th kami. We paused again on our 10th. Tapos you are also involved.
And then you kind of parang look back on...
Tapos parang nagpapasalamat ka eh. Diba? The more you give thanks to, the more it flourishes. Parang ganun yung nangyayari sa amin.
Yeah. I advocate it nga eh. And not just... On a selfish note, I would joke around to my friends. Kasi it's not normal to have a birthday party every year. But then, syempre, every birthday party... Like your group of friends, your circle of friends, you look forward to that because it's a time for everyone to go together. It's a quote-unquote parang excuse to
get together.
To go out and celebrate. So, sinasabi ko, birthday party lang kayo. Ganun.
And syempre, FQ tip tayo, no?
Yeah.
It has to be something that you can afford, not something that you will get a loan for, no?
Yeah, you never spend money you don't have to do it. Yung celebration, if we look at it practically, it's not a need. To have a big celebration.
The expenses.
Yeah, to have an expensive birthday party is not a need. But then...
I think the marking of the milestone is a need.
We advocate that you make a big deal out of it.
Yes.
Doesn't mean spend big money. It just means make a big deal out of it na you celebrate each birthday, each anniversary. Yeah.
So, kayo, nasisiyahan ka, no? Every year may mga theme pa tayo, no? Sa
Spider-Man, Matrix, lahat. And I would look back, when I look back at my childhood and I look at what do I remember for it, I also look at the birthday parties of my birthday parties, and then yung friends ko, their birthday parties, yung mga Beyblade tournaments.
It's easier for you to remember your age, no?
Yeah.
Dito kasi ito yung nangyari, no? Yeah. Parang may point of reference ka that is very clear in your limbic system.
Yeah. So, yun. Again, we just wanted to share what we thought about
marking milestones,
celebrations, and it improves. It helps for me. It helps relationships. And for me, it helps the human experience of life. If you have a reason to celebrate, why not?
Because in the end, life is really just kumbaga an accumulation of our experiences. So you might as well make it as fun as possible, as meaningful as possible.
Yes.
So you increase the awareness, it's a celebration, you feel that sense of fulfillment.
And you think, and you give thanks.
Lola's of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, happy birthday, pa.
Yes. And what will you greet me?
Happy anniversary. Next week pa naman.
Oh, this weekend na eh.
Yeah.
It's happening this weekend. And we'd like to thank the government for making it
Possible.
Hindi, for making it a holiday.
Ah.
First time that it's a holiday.
Really? August 12?
12.
Oh, okay. Well, gakas mo na ba kay Bigong. Okay, so happy birthday pa, and thanks everyone for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fausto, the mom.
And Anton Fausto, the son. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Mom and Son Podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. or anytime at your convenience and can be streamed through Spotify, Apple iTunes, Buzzsprout, or YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. For any questions and inquiries, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.